Hi everyone, welcome to the Mimi JANHA show. I'm your host, Mimi Sister JANHA. This was
Gambia musolvo illa sobea Nyiliete si dole long dimbaya sambanya Wala tinete konkola nyilte fetola jali Desi done sobea
Hello and welcome to special edition of the Mimi JANHA show. I'm your host, Mimi Fatou Sise. On this edition today, Mimi is so honored and so lucky to have this amazing lady that's doing a phenomenal job in the Gambia. And our show today, we want to welcome. First of all, I want to thank you for your service and all the great things that you're doing for the Gambia and the Gambian people. And I got to tell you, it's very humbling to have you on the show today. For the viewers that are watching the show, don't really know who you are. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you, Mimi, for having me. I never really speak of my work in the Gambia because it is very personal and close to me, and it's not for publicity. My interest is water. I am MARSHA, as Mimi said. My interest is in water. Anything to do with water, I'm very passionate about it. So I went to the Gambia to present at an international conference sponsored by the University of Hamburg, which is focused on the digitization of Gambia's oral history.
Wow.
And I was offered a job on the project. And so this project is sponsored by the University of Hamburg in collaboration with the National Center for Arts and Culture in Banjul.
Wow.
And so I was there with Hassum Sise, Baba Sise, Siaka Fadera, and Professor Schreiber in Hamburg, and Catherine Piper. So I was working on the project, but at the same time, I sought other avenues to volunteer. So I also volunteer with the Tanje Village Museum in Tanje. I volunteer with the Vision Development Foundation, which I must say is an excellent foundation in the Gambia. It's a philanthropic organization. It's by Gambians, for Gambians. Usually the narrative is for Tubabs or foreigners to come and do, projects and charity, but the chairman, Mr. Momodou Turo Darbo, is a phenomenal Gambian. He does excellent work. So, I've always admired philanthropy. And as I said, water, is my passion. So I learned of a village in Kiangwes called Jolie, which is very impassable. A good road is cut, but it's not paved. So I went to see the village and I realized that they're using this pump. The pump is archaic, it's an old system, it's very difficult.
For water.
For water. So I decided I want to assist. And I reached out to my contacts and I told them about the village and that I'd like to construct a solar borehole. And so we started the project. It took us 2 months to complete this project. So we dug the solar water borehole. The water is ground surface to level water in Gambia is excellent. You don't have to dig too deep.
Wow.
And this was done by a Gambian. They're called Water for Gambia. They're based in Gunjur. Sam, shout out to Sam for assisting me on this project and not overcharging us.
Wow.
And so now they have good water. So we constructed the solar borehole. We put a tap at the school, a tap in the Alcalo's home, a tap at the mosque, and a tap in the center. After that, I realized that the women were, having difficulty, in their gardens. And after they reached the groundnut as well, they said they also needed a groundnut machine. So I decided, okay, I'll reach out to my donors again. And so we contributed a groundnut machine.
Oh, so you telling me that you went to the Gambia for a mission and then you took this out of your own time to kind of like explore the Gambia?
I just went for a conference and I was actually heading over to Guinea-Bissau to volunteer with an international organization called Well Found based out of the UK.
Great.
But after I presented and I was offered, to work on this project, and I said, wow, my background is in global history and international relations. This would be interesting to learn more about the Gambia. So I started the project, but at the same time, my heart is with the people, and I'm like...
It's just very fascinating. I mean, I don't mean to cut you off. The fact that, you did this out of your own time, your own kind heart, to go out there and help Gambians. And right now you are saving lives by providing us with clean water, which is amazing. Like, it's just incredible. You are one person that deserves all the recognition and celebrations. I mean, it's great. It's wonderful. Thank you. So talk to us. What are some other projects that you're currently working on in the Gambia right now? Because I know you're doing the water thing and then also helping the women. What are other projects that you're also part of right now that you are involved in helping the Gambia and its people?
Okay, we also donated a water tank to SO Lower Basic School, and we're supposed to construct the pipes to run to the girls' bathroom as well. And I volunteered, I write proposals. So there's a young man who was a teacher, brilliant guy, Pajo. He started his own groundnut business, Dege. So we learned that there was a machine sitting at the Ministry of Foreign Trade, Minister of Trade, yes. And so I wrote a proposal, applying for this groundnut machine, which is valued at $1.5 million, Gambian dalasi. And Pajo has this machine now, and he's producing groundnut oil. He's making groundnut paste. It's part of the YEP Gaipa, project. And so I have been here, there.
So talk to me. You are not from the Gambia. What was the inspiration? Because it has to be something that really, really inspired you to feel like this is your obligation, that you want to do this for the Gambian people. What was the inspiration behind this amazing project that you have in the Gambia right now?
And
or what are some things that you are looking to achieve from it? Because this is amazing.
I'm African.
It's great.
Like, I identify as an African. Africa is in my heart. I can't see myself anywhere else. And I know if I'm going to be on the continent, I have to be there contributing in a sustainable and productive manner. There are many persons who go to Africa and they expect to get free land from the people, and they want this, give me.
And even we Africans don't really volunteer to do this.
And I want to demystify volunteerism. They think this is a European concept. But it takes a village, and as Africans, we are a village. We help each other out. This is not a 21st century phenomenon or a European concept.
I love your ideology.
You know what I mean? And this is something that Africans have been doing long before this globalization of volunteerism became
But we
popular.
don't get this recognition, because remember, we are just Africans, and then we need to be saved. I don't like using the race thing, of course, by the European and the Western world, when we can actually do it on our own. And you are actually showing us that we can do this.
I'm just assisting with the tools. You know what? No one can save Africa.
Absolutely.
Only Africa can save themselves.
Absolutely.
If Africa even needs saving, Only African people can liberate themselves. Only Africa can take care of their socio-economic realities, because the socio-economic realities in the West is totally different from the socio-economic and political realities in Africa. Remember, Africa is not a country, People like to lump all 53, 54 states in one ball and say, oh yeah, I'm going to Africa. No, you're not going to Africa. You're going to a particular country on the continent. And they think, oh, they're helpless children, and they like to treat Africans as if they're they're a child. You know, this is my child. I'm going to volunteer. You know, this is the age of social media where everyone is going around posing with an African child, taking picture. You know, philanthropy is now a big capitalist business. So,
which is a business.
It is a business.
Save a child for $19 a day.
Yeah.
That breaks my heart. Because I'm like, do we really need that savings? Because, you know, it's more of a capitalistic, like you said, more of how they perceive in Africa to be.
Mm-hmm.
We being African ourselves, we know our struggle, we know our problems. You know, we have a lot of different sectors that we can definitely concentrate on and make Africa a better place. And you are showing a prominent example of that, and I'm so proud of you. And it's just very humbling, you know, to have someone like yourself who is so proud to be African, and you embody Africa, and you embody being African, which is incredible.
And I just want to say Gambia is one of the most peaceful countries, not just on the continent, but in the world. The people are so
beautiful.
Kind. Yes, they're so kind. You know
Absolutely.
what? I can be walking at 12 o'clock in the middle of night. All I can hear is, "Sister, are you okay?
Sister, you okay? Oh.
Assalamu alaikum." And that's it. You know? I mean, a person will be eating a small piece of bread, and they want to share it in 100 pieces to share with everybody. Come, have lunch, come, let's have breakfast.
That's facts, though. That's how nice we are. So, describe Gambia for me in one word.
I said peaceful. And the second one, resilient. People are very resilient.
Why?
Because, you know, they've been through so much, and yet they're so humble. And they're not asking for charity. Make no mistake about it. Gambians are not asking anyone for charity. They just want to be a part of the global space, because there's so many brilliant Gambians, there's so many brilliant lawyers in Gambia, so many brilliant Gambians who are returning home or contributing in a productive and sustainable manner there. I must say the young entrepreneurs, oh my gosh, it's developing so much with YEP, GAIPA, and all these, the Gambia Good Market. The young entrepreneurs are doing so much with their moringa powder, moringa leaf. There's Tiga with the Gambian designs. There's Pajo with Joe Agri Value Foods. There's Lamin Jane.
I'm loving this. You have no idea. I don't even want to cry, but
there's
it's just
so many. There's Yama's Creation. There's so many people there doing excellent stuff.
Wow.
Every day you see a new product on the market. Really.
So how does it make you feel?
I feel so good.
You just look enlightening, and you look so happy.
I'm always so excited, yes. And I can't wait to go back before the mango season ends.
Mango season. What is so important and what is so fun about the mango season?
Oh gosh, I love mangoes. This is my life.
Mangoes.
I'm married to mangoes, yeah.
Growing up, the mango season, we do like different stuff with the mangoes. I know you guys can relate to that because you know Gambian. We boil the mangoes and have like a mango porridge. And then sometimes we just eat it raw like that. We call it flux, where you cut it and then you put it like with little salt and pepper and eat it raw like that. And sometimes we call it traditional mango. We just slice it.
Yes.
So which one is your favorite?
All of them.
All of them.
I don't discriminate. Yes.
As long as it's mango based, right?
As long as it's mangoes, yeah.
Wow, it's just so humbling. It's just very, very, you know, it's heartfelt. Sit here and talk to you. I can sit here and talk to you all day about the Gambia. But I know we have so much to do today, you know, with the United Nations. And tell us about the event that we are having today, honoring His Excellency, Dr. Mamadou Tangara. Tell us a little bit about that and you know, how does he impacted you personally?
I think for me, today is World Refugee Day as well. The United Nations is acknowledging World Refugee Day, and I think Minister Tangara has been honored by UNFPA as well. So I think it's a great honor. It's a very formidable gentleman. It's very diplomatic, I must say.
Thanks.
Yes, I met him a few years ago when I told him of my interest in visiting the Gambia and Bissau, and it was very encouraging as well. I know his CV is very long. And, but all I can say that he was always so professional and always so proud of his country. Yes, I've never met a person who was always so proud, you know, expounding on the values and the virtues of the Gambian people. And going there myself, I realized this man was being honest. The Gambian spirit, you know, is really alive. the Gambian people are resilient, the Gambian people are honest, the
Oh,
Gambians are so welcoming, and it's a small country, but it's developing.
Yes.
It is developing. It is developing. I love the Gambia.
wow. It's just great to hear from another person's your perception of the Gambia. And sometimes we kind of take the Gambia for granted. But you're
Yes,
saying
you
all
do.
this stuff,
Yes, you
it's our country. We always find something, you know what I mean?
Beautiful.
But just hearing that from you, it's like, it's
So many
very
things are
inspiring.
happening. There's Fandema up in Tujaring training women how to install solar panels. There's Madame Fatou Gege and Jora Beauty Academy. There's SAS Boutique teaching women health, hair, cosmetology, and a whole holistic approach they're taking to this, empowering women. There's so many organizations. They're doing great things. There's NEDI as well, and FAO has been working with the farmers, and so many brilliant things are happening in the Gambia.
It's just incredible. And talk to us about your last project. I know I can't hold you on all day, but it's just so great to talk to someone like you. I know you also mentioned, this was off the camera, of course, off record. You mentioned something about the school that you're currently working with, and it's very, very important to you because some of them, they don't have like school supplies and stuff. So talk to us about that, a little bit about some of the things that you're currently working on.
I will continue with Kian West. It's Jody Lower Basic School in Kian West. I will continue to work with them. There's a small school also in Tujaring called Sam Wallace Nursery. So now I'm hoping to raise funds to assist with the next project, the Sam Wallace Nursery, which is really tucked inside the estate of Tujaring. Not many people know about it, but it's a school that deserves a lot of help. And I will continue to work with the people of Jolie in Kian West as long as they see it necessary. And I love the people. So shout out to my family in Kian West, Jolie.
King West Julie,
Yes.
shout out.
Del Carlo, everyone.
Aw.
Everyone there, they're like, they're my family now.
I love the
Yes.
pictures. Of course, we're going to show some of the cutaway pictures of
Yes.
all the great things that you've been
And to the
doing.
Tangent Village Museum,
And
Mr.
the
Abdullah
Tangent.
Bayo.
Wow.
Yes.
Shout out to all these amazing people. Well, we want to thank you so much for your time, Ms. Michelle. And it's very, very inspiring. And thank you for all the great things that you're doing for the Gambia. But on that note, that brings us the end of our exclusive for the JANHA show on this segment. Is there any last word that you want to tell the Gambian people that are watching the show right now?
Al-Barakabake.
Abarakabake.
Jeff.
Thank you so much. Well, until then, you guys keep it locked. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye for now.
Gambia musolvo illa sobea